Larry, Fort Worth Memories Museum and Groups, and YouTube at Fort Worth Memories. Where am I? Don't tell me it's not broadcasting again. Oh, there I am. Edit. Turn that sound off, it'd drive you crazy. Okay, so today is Friday, February the 14th. / Happy Valentine's Day. And I'm going to share it to the internet, to Memories and Live Videos. Larry is in. Gary is in. Okay, here we go. I don't drink coffee, that's hot chocolate. Okay, so Fort Worth Florist is there's their card right there. So they are ready, willing, and able to get a hold of you. And in fact, I think we'll just call Jeanette and them and see how things are going. It's 817-244-2345. I'll give them a minute. They're probably just now open. No, Florist, they've been open since early. I do have a detail this morning. Thank the Lord. What else is going on? Brittany is in. I had one of our members call me last night, and we were talking, and she was telling me about her grandson who is in the Tarrant County Jail or Fort Worth Jail. And good morning. And she asked me if I would go up there and talk to him. And that's something that I really don't do. Marilyn's in, Carolyn's in, Brittany's in. But I gave her two options. I said, we've got a minister on our group, James Van Zandt, that I'd be more than happy to. He does this regularly. And I thought maybe he could be more. She went into the particulars. He's going to be transferred to the state, I guess. And I'm still not sure if he's had all of his trials or if he's already been convicted or what. So she's going to talk to him tomorrow, but she said he specifically asked to talk to you. And he's not giving me any earth-shattering evidence or something about his case or whatever. She said he's been following me since 2016. So I told her if that's the only option we have, that I kind of have a problem going into jails. just from the experiences I've had in my life. But if that's what it takes, that's what we'll do. So I'm going to get a hold of James today and see if he is available. I don't know when she's planning this. I think it's later. She said something like in March, and I said I'd be happy to, but I don't want. I'm always honest with everybody, and I tell everybody what's going on, and if I'm visiting somebody in hospice or whatever, I don't want people to think that this is a regular thing that I will do, because, like I say, I have a real issue going into jails, any of them. Jails and hospitals, I have a problem, and funerals. So Marquita's in. In fact, after my mother's funeral, I swore that I would never go to another funeral, and I haven't. I said the next funeral I go to will be my own. Marquita's in. So I feel good that this young man, he's 25 years old, Hispanic gentleman, feels confident in asking me to come up there and talk to him. And so I told his mother last night that if it's me that he has to talk to, and maybe not James, but I wouldn't do it I want it known that I'm not going to go up there every week or every month or whatever. Somewhere you have to draw the line on something. And that's what I told her, and she said that's fine. And she said if you're not comfortable with it, I don't want you to go up there. And I said no, if he wants to talk to me, that's fine. I will go up there. But I gave her the option of having James go up there or Bill Palmer, either one. We have two very fine ministers that can console you, and I'm not trying to tell people that, hey, this is Fort Worth Memories grief line or whatever, but I mean, we are kind of like a family. And so this young man's followed me for 9 years. So I told her I would do that, and I'll get a hold of James today and see if he's available. Because I've heard James on more than one occasion say that he visits people in jails, and I think he's even gone down to prison, down to the Walls unit. So anyway, just letting y'all know what happened on my visit last night in Northside. Apparently this young man has had a troubled life. This isn't the first time he's been in jail, she said. And I told her, I said, I'm living proof you can turn it around, but he's got to have it in his mind to turn around. And so she said that she's done everything she can do. Okay, so I want to call Jeanette and them over at Fort Worth Florist and see how their deal is going. Uh, 817-244-2345. They might not answer the phone, They're probably busy doing orders right now. Today's the biggest day of the year for them.
Thank you for calling Westside's Fort Worth Florist. You will find us online under FortWorthFlorist.com. We are located at 8247 Camp Bowie West Boulevard, directly across the street from Doc Holiday Pawn Shop, and just a few blocks down from Japanese Palace. If you'd like to place an order, you can go online to or FortWorthFlowerShop.com and place your order. If you'd like to leave your phone number, we'll be prompt to call you back. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Hi, Jeanette. Larry O'Neill with Fort Worth Memories. I'm on a live video with our group this morning, and I just thought we'd call and see how it's going over there. I know y'all are probably busy as beavers. We've gotten some good reports, good reviews on y'all's service, promptness. Our members said their loved ones have received flowers, and so everything's good. If you want to call me back, you got my number, and I'll be on live for another 10 or 15 minutes. But just checking in. Have a good day. Okay. I'm sure they're just working orders out. I was kind of in that floral business many years ago, back in the 80s. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be 50, I think, today. Thank the Lord. It is, right now, it's 34. It's not bad. The wind's not blowing. It's going to get to 58. Super. Tomorrow is 40 for the low, 72 for the high. We're back to summer. Sunday, we're at 31 and 48. Monday, 32 and 57. Tuesday, rain, 24 and 61. Wednesday is the barn burner. 17 for the low, 33 for the high. Then on Thursday, we get down to 15 degrees with a high of 39. Then 25 and 44. It's just going to be a train wreck next week. If you want to help me out, you can do so by buying a detail certificate. We desperately need cash flow. All you got to do is call me and tell me. All museums get donations. We don't ever get any. I mean, occasionally. Not very many. And I don't think there's a museum in the city or the state that does history lessons and all of that stuff. So if y'all want to keep this thing rolling, I'm going to need some help. Either that or we get more sponsors. Marquita's in, Maryland's in, Carolyn, Brittany. The hot topic continues today for your thoughts on the Montgomery Street Antique Mall or shutting down because somebody wants to put a hotel there. Well, I think y'all probably agree with me. It's going to happen. It's 3 blocks from Dickies Arena. So that tells me they're going to do it. And I looked at some of the comments. Y'all made a lot of comments yesterday on my post and then on another one another member wrote. Some of y'all are saying, no, it's time for it to go. The building's kind of yucky looking and we need a hotel there, which I'm sure we do need a hotel. So then I got to thinking, Christ Chapel will never go. They can't get rid of it. But as you go down on the opposite side of the street from the Montgomery Street antique place, you've got Vending Nut, you've got that boot place, you've got a real estate school. There'll be a price, and I'm sure 10 years from now, all of that will be huge glass and mirrors and chrome. So, but give us your thoughts and we'll see what's happening. Like I say, I don't think that there's anything that can be done, but there is something that can be done on future stuff. You've got an election coming up here, February, March, April, 2 months and a few days. Well, probably 3 months away. You probably got 85 or 90 days, and you've got an election coming up for mayor and city council races. So study your candidates. See if they're pro development. I mean, at what point does the development kind of have a lull? It seems like we're on a race to get to tearing down and building more. When they approached this on the stockyards, it was all going to be, well, they're going to keep the historic. I don't think anybody envisioned having a hotel over there that the minimum charge is $900 a night for a room. I know I didn't. But like I told you, my thoughts on that back then is those buildings were falling apart, dilapidated, so it takes money, and we have plenty of members, but nobody's willing to step up and put in $5,000 or $10,000 times 130,000. So we'll just need to keep trying to do what we can do when we can do it. We can try to get the historic preservation group to start putting plaques on some of these buildings. Over the years, I've tried to stop destruction of buildings, houses that have historical significance. I know we can't save them all, but up on Penn Street was the first brick home ever built in Fort Worth city limits, and we just bulldozed it without any afterthought at all. I thought that place should have been preserved, but the K.M. Van Zandt cottage, they did preserve that, thank God. K.M. Van Zandt is usually referred to as the godfather or the grandfather of our banking institutions. It really wasn't K.M. Van Zandt, it was Tidball and Wilson. They started the first, it wasn't a bank, it was an exchange. You know, back in those days, there was Confederate money, Union money, counterfeit money. The first, Abraham Lincoln signed into law the formation of the Secret Service a day or two before he was assassinated, but their job was not to protect the president. The Secret Service originally was formed to clean up the money situation. They say 50% or more of our money in the United States in the 1860s was all counterfeit. Some of these people would print one side of a bill, $10 bill, $5 bill, and the other side's blank. And I guess merchants thought, well, heck, I guess I ran out of ink. Yeah, go ahead and give it to me. So it wasn't until Teddy Roosevelt. When Teddy Roosevelt took office, he said, hey, the guy in front of me just got assassinated, Abraham Lincoln got assassinated, and I want somebody to protect me. And so therefore they actually started protecting the president. It was very low key. There was only a couple of agents that were assigned to protect him, and nobody was assigned to protect Mrs. Roosevelt. Now this isn't FDR, this is Teddy Roosevelt, the Rough Riders. So anyway, yeah. Let's see, what is somebody asking me? Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you. That will work. Hey, Camp Bumstead.
What's up?
Come on in.
Come on in. I got the new 16-year-old driver.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're cleaning this car up for her. She's going to take it. We got to get my wife a new car. We haven't figured out what we're getting. Something from Matt Johnson.
Hi.
This is Larry. This is Mary Evans.
Nice to meet you.
Mary. Here, say hello. Come over a little bit further.
Hi.
And this is Camp Bumstead. Come into the... They have...
Oh, hey. How are y'all
so
doing?
y'all are live in front of however many. So y'all have the restaurant.
Courtside Kitchen.
Courtside
next
Kitchen.
Door neighbor.
Next door
Next
neighbor.
door neighbor. That's
so
right.
if you haven't played pickleball yet, that's the place to play it, right next door, and also Courtside Kitchen. And that's where y'all saw me a couple of years ago when Fox came over and did the deal.
The morning,
the morning show, yeah.
Yeah, their morning show. Fox and Friends.
Yep. So anyway, y'all come over and see them next door. They've got wonderful things on the menu, and that they hadn't got me on the pickleball court yet, but a lot of my friends are on it.
We need to get you on there, Larry.
Yeah. So
anyway, no, we'd
anyway,
appreciate it. That's great.
I'll give you a holler.
Okay, thank you so much.
Be careful driving that car.
Goodbye, Fort Worth. See
y'all later.
Have a good one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay. So, where are we at? We've got 14.
Keys.
Yes, I've got them.
Good.
We've got 14 in, and let me see. I was looking to see if James was on there yet. I should know something from the lady I visited last night sometime this afternoon. So I'll get a hold of James. But anyway, anytime anybody needs to discuss anything, or we got plenty of people that have a open ear to listen. Tomorrow we're eating at Angelo's Barbecue. We hadn't been there in a good while. 1 o'clock. I don't think there's, usually on a regular Saturday about 1 o'clock, they might be a little busy, but sometimes they're pretty much, you don't have to wait. The line isn't out the door. So hopefully that's the way it will be tomorrow. And what else? Anybody got anything they want to discuss or talk about? I'm just going to check the news here. That news break pretty much will tell you everything you need to know about Fort Worth. I think it's better than... Well, they actually executed somebody last night. Texas killer executed. Well, what happened? Do y'all get this thing? 78 viruses were found. How to remove all of them? That's a scam. Don't do it. Texas killer executed after 20 years. He killed his former strip club manager and another man, and later caused a massive state prison lockdown after making threats with a smuggled phone. Was executed Thursday night. Richard Lee Tabler, 46. It took 15 minutes after the... Sometimes they say it takes up to an hour. Let me see if he said anything. He addressed the families of his victims. There is not a day that goes by that I don't regret my actions. I had no right to take your loved ones from you, and I ask and pray and hope and pray that one day you will find it in your hearts to forgive me. That's a no. You kill 3 people, you're pretty much going to bite the bullet, I would imagine. So that's down in Huntsville. Texas teacher arrested after improper relationship. Well, we've got these teachers and in final days, Biden awarded $50 million to self-dealing charity leader, which they put on hold, I read yesterday. Fact check, unpacking the story about Malia, that's one of the Obama daughters, Malia. She received $2.2 million from that U.S. aid that's been shut down. Okay, Fort Worth. No. Dak Prescott tries to say with a straight face the Dallas Cowboys are very close to a Super Bowl. He's on drugs. Unbelievable. Springtown drug awareness groups team up to educate residents about fentanyl. That's a good story that I can share with my group out in the Hazel Springtown area. Okay, so I'm going to get out here, and after I do the sponsors and start detailing this young lady's vehicle, hold on, let me do something here. Okay, let's do our sponsors. We've already talked about Fort Worth Florist. And we've talked about we're eating at Angelo's. There's Clay Winstead's Winstead Paint and Body. Scott Sumner is our IT guru, and he builds websites and anything technical. You can get a hold of Scott and he can help you. Fort Worth Florist, they're working like little beavers over there. So call in your order, or you can order online. Alpha Design and Build, that's Lance Sanders. If you need your home remodeled or a room remodeled or garage redone or add a second story to your commercial building or residential, get a hold of Lance Sanders. He can take care of you. G2 Garage is in the White Settlement area. Chris and his team over there have one thing in mind, is fixing your car and keeping you satisfied. There's a new client special you can get. Phelps Family Auto Care is in the Burleson area, and I get reports on them every week. Good reviews. They have really set the standard there in Burleson. Mike Phelps and his family, and a lot of technicians. Schwartz and Hanson is our architectural firm. They help every year with our bicycle giveaway, and they've been on sponsors for years and years. Stroud Auto Supply, just got a couple of good 5-star reviews on them. I used to buy auto parts there when I was 16. I'll tell you that story one day. It's about a 5-minute story. There's Rex's Bar and Grill. We're getting all kinds of good reviews on Rex's Bar and Grill. 23 of y'all that went out there on Super Bowl Sunday just loved it. We're going to have our birthday party there in third weekend in July, I believe, is what Sherry and the gals have come up with. And then in April, we're going to do boxing in Cowtown 13. It'll be the 13th year. There is Casey Crawl. I just had a lady the other day call me and said, I cannot figure this Medicaid, Medicare, I'm pulling my hair out. And I said, call Casey Crawl's company. One of his team out there be happy to take care of you. And she did, and she's happy. So I need to give them a 5-star review today, this afternoon, when I get through with my detail. Raines Family Plumbing. That's a family-owned business. Our motto here in Memories is buy local, spend local. Let's take care of our own. But they're a family-owned plumbing business, been in it for years. The whole family is involved. Our type of sponsor. Charlie Guerin's Railhead Barbecue. Charlie is on the board of Larry's Kids, the bicycle giveaway. He's our state rep. He sponsors our group. He's a member of our group. He's just a good Fort Worth guy, both him and his brother Pete. And their dad, Preston Guerin. So they have, each one of those individuals has set his mark here in Fort Worth. Charlie's brother Pete runs the Sid Richardson Foundation. So they are fully involved in helping Fort Worth, and it's really a pleasure for me to see our politicians getting out there on that Saturday in December when we give away the bikes and help give away stuff. You know, over the years we've had political people and people, public figures, come to the giveaway and they look, but they don't help give them away. Well, not with our group. Last December 14th, we had all three of our mayors, Mike Moncrief, Betsy Price, and Matty Parker, and they were all busting their rear ends, giving away bikes and toys and helmets, and that's a good thing, because Larry's Kids is a community event. Because y'all know that, because y'all been helping for years. This year is the 39th year, and it's on December 13th, Farrington Field. Optimist Club of Fort Worth, there's another group that does nothing but help. They have all kind of youth athletic programs. They give scholarships. They sell Christmas trees to raise money. They give us a tree free every year for the museum. Just great people. Jeff Norman is I guess he's the president of that now. Passport Getaways, if you want to go on a cruise, you want to just go to Las Vegas or down to Florida or go to France, whatever, let Passport Getaways do the legwork, do all of the booking, and then all you got to do is supply the money. Old South Pancake House, that's another Rex Benson owned company. The one on University, 1500 block of South University, is open 24/7. The Benson family has owned it since 1962. I've known the Benson family. I knew Rex's father before Rex knew him. So now they've got another location in Burleson. It is not open 24/7, but you can get breakfast any time of the day at either location. And they got great breakfast. K Ranch Roofing, that's Jorge Hernandez. He's the owner. They really take pride in their work. They make sure they go the extra mile. So if you think you got roof damage, don't try to get up there and look at it yourself. You'll fall off and break your leg or worse. Call K Ranch Roofing. You'll get Bree on the phone. She will be more than happy to send a qualified person out there to give you tell you whether it's good or bad. You might have a good roof. Okay. Brandon Cross Electric, another family-owned business. Brandon Cross and his family are very involved in community events. They're proud of their city. They're everything about it. So if you need an electrician, don't try to jack with it yourself. It'll kill you. Call an electrician. Brandon Cross Electric. Jenny Stewart is our State Farm insurance lady. She's got a great team of agents out there that are ready and willing and able to start taking care of your auto insurance. You know, call and get a quote if you're using Farmers or Allstate or whoever, Freeway or all these other ones. I like to stay with a company that I feel is solid, and State Farm is solid. So call Jenny. She's very active in community events. Great lady. So call Jenny or her team. Tell them Larry sent you. Fort Worth Lumber, they have been on board with me as a sponsor and as a contributor every year to the bike giveaway since I've been on the internet. Many years. They're on I call it the South Freeway. They're on 35. And so if you need building materials, plans, just need to pick somebody's brain about something that has to do with building, go see Fort Worth Lumber Company. Express Dent, longtime friend of mine, Dick Regester, started Express Dent about the same time I started Classic over 40 years ago. Dick now lives in Florida. He's down there where the sun shines pretty much all the time. But his operating partner is Eric. So if you got door dings, hail damage, any of that stuff, Express Dent, they're on White Settlement Road. And they do a great job, believe me. Grateful for Your Trees. That's Dickie Carr. He is Richard Carr's nephew. And this young man and his team can do anything with trees. I don't care how big the tree is, they can get it down. They can grind the stumps down. They can trim trees, haul off stuff, sell firewood, the whole deal. He wants your business and he's waiting for your call, so call him. There's his uncle, Dickie Carr Sand and Gravel. That's Pat and Richard Carr. Very well known in the community, always helping out. Pat and Richard were the first people, group, business, whatever, to write Larry's kids a check for $5,000. How about that? Thumbs up. And there was many $5,000 checks and one $10,000 check. And that was from Lawrence's gift shop off of Hewlin and 30. That lady has been a godsend for us. Steve Coburn, Coburn's Catering. They've been over there on North Main since 1946. I first met the first Coburn, Otha, I guess. Gary's dad, Otha, Gary, Steve's dad. They cater. They used to have a cafeteria there, and it was great. But they catered to parties, events, whatever. They just got through doing... If you ate barbecue over at the stock show, you got a pretty good chance it was from barbecues. I mean, from Coburn's. Heat and Air. A-Bird, AC, and Heating. That's Dub Peacock's company. They've got team members, technicians that can go out and check your heat and air unit, tell you what's wrong with it. They work with people. It's a great group, so give them a call. Dub has been in business for many, many years. He's another one of those Polly Peacock boys. Bert Ladner Real Estate. Wes Williams is associated with that group. Wes is on our board at Larry's Kids. Wes and his wife Sarah, what can you say? Every time there's a disaster or anything, they're Johnny on the spot to help it. Anyway, so Bert Ladner Real Estate and Wes Williams. We have another realtor, Eric Walsh. He's also on the board at Larry's Kids. This guy goes over and above board to help everybody, really. He's a good guy. He's really a good guy. So if you need anything with real estate, you can call Wes or Bert or Eric, and they will take care of you. Okay, the spotlight for today is on our florist who is working away over there getting Valentine's orders together. It's the busiest day of the year for the florist business, so call or go online and make your order and keep those people happy. Now there's one other place that I didn't want to hold on. Trying to see if I missed somebody. I think I did. There's Schwartz. Oh, I guess I got everybody. Just double checking. Okay, I got somebody that's outside. I gotta go. All right, so I will talk to you good people. Please make a donation to the museum. I'll post the link.